the end of the day. Sun's coming in. I figured it'd look better than trying to put all the light cameras up. Um, Real quick, I wanted to talk to you at the end of the day about disappointment. It's Monday. Some people hate Mondays. I love Mondays, and it's a pretty simple reason why. It's a new start. It's a chance to do more. I've been working for myself now for 7 years, and it's when you take a vacation, that's days off that you're not earning money. When you take some time off to play with your kids, it's time you're not making money. And so one of the things that I've done is really try to structure my life around the highs and lows. And that's tough because I came from a traditional sales background. My first job was making 125 phone calls a day all across the country to car dealers and mortgage dealers and banks and furniture stores and anybody who had a margin in a product allowed us to sell vacation incentive products. Vacation incentives products. That's a tough business. But one of the things that we learned, the first things I learned when getting on the phone, is that you really get beat down in a call center. And so what you have to do is if you get a really bad call, someone yells at you, or you just flub your message, or you get a note about a big sale and something went bad. The first thing you do is you get on the phone and you get a win. It doesn't have to be a big win. You can lose a 1,000 cert deal. You go get a 25 cert deal. You've got to do something to propel you not just that night, but earlier in the next day. What's funny is, and probably just the way that our managers work is, if you have a great sale, if you get a 1,000 cert sale, the next thing you do is you carry on that momentum. You're feeling good, you're feeling confident, you get back on the phone, and you sell as much as you can. It's a style that basically, it keeps you out of the ruts of selling. And I think one of the problems that I look at when I talk to people in social media and marketing in general, and just today's digital environment, is a lot of people don't like to sell. And being creative and selling are not the same things. And it takes a completely different mindset. And I've been fortunate enough to actually be in 3 different kinds of industries: sales, marketing, and recruiting. And they're related. They're very similar, as I tell people. But one thing is very clear: there's a different part of your brain that works. When I'm recruiting, when I'm finding candidates, it's not the same thing as finding business. When I'm selling a project, it's not the same thing as coming with the ideas for brochures and videos. So, I was bringing it up today because I had the exact same thing. I actually had a very high high, a fantastic piece of information I'll be sharing later, and then I had a low. It was a minor low. It wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't the worst thing that ever happened to me, but it was disappointing. I was like, felt a little bit like a failure from it happening. So, at the end of the day, I got family around. I don't know if you can hear them crying in there, or the little one pounding on the drums. But I just want to remind you that all of business is sales. And how you manage that time is the most important thing that you can do. And your energy level and what you're looking for, you can't use social media as a sop. I think that's probably the message. It's like eating food when you get depressed. If that's what you do, is eat food to make yourself feel better, it's the same thing as popping onto Facebook to talk to your friends. Social media should not be what you're doing when you suffer a big loss or get a big win. You should be selling. Just keep that in mind.